out in that one, but ultimately,
dude, they put so much effort in for that sign for it to fail at the end. It's rough.
That have tasted playoffs for one
509
that
for the
had never
single
done it before.
ACS.
We are looking to
Kind of
do
crazy.
more
We
this
got
year
Gen
as
G on
DFM.
attack.
We
have DFM on defense.
Got the extra life in the,
Extra
tool
gets
and they
raid
should bring
bust.
that
Does
out.
make it the
But for
same?
now,
No,
we're
it
starting
doesn't.
things out with DFM onto the defensive
We can see on the mini map they're kind of
side.
picking the right side on this one. DFM go heavy over towards middle.
More Abyss for today as well, and immediately straight down mid for DFM to get some early information as we see Cess has to back up to security. Well, it's Astra as well. Mind you, normally for the Omen plays from him, so got to relearn this one.
While you take us, you also
We saved the trip for the XX. I like it. This is more of what I want to see, man.
Extra stars coming back online.
Oh,
That's a
5v5
great,
situation. Kaide to draw
great
first blood.
kill. Gets a little weird now because they want to take space, but at the same time the trip's there. They recon to make sure that they can take some space.
As to where the other gaps are, watching out for Heaven, but that's where they get to apply that pressure. DFM now closing in the distance. Texture needing to find the shots alongside Karen, but
very, very nice. This is a good retake from them. As soon as they win that duel behind, they just kind of own them. And Gen G had a heavy hold for this choke, and pretty much no one game there.
Go for a couple of early duels, perhaps as Gen G a little bit later on, because it is going to be a bit of a learning curve
the
for
pistols.
them, right? How much stock do you put in an off-season
Gen G pick Abyss as well.
When you consider it's best of ones as well, correct? This is no longer the dominant Gen G of 2024 that was winning nearly everything or becoming second.
True.
This is a team that has to re-find their identity, in my opinion, and you can see that is beginning with Texture starting to change a couple of his agents in the pool as well. We're starting to see, you know, Charon move away from the smokes perhaps and into a Sentinel as a bit of stability. Larky is coming back to the IGLing, so we kind of have to see what this team actually now does look like in the Big 26.
Really a lot of hopes as well, at least for the Korean fans in the stands right now. Otherwise for DFM.
DFM winning here, I mean, it would be such a big win for them.
Clearly a big fan of them as well, following through Riddle all these years. Right now, just holding tight with the weapons upgrades.
Bit of A pressure. We got insta drone that clears over towards here. Doesn't see anything, frees up the rotate.
Maximize what Texture can gather. Seen a bit of an adoption of the Bandit so far, haven't we?
Of course, I mean, you kind of have to at this point. It's just so strong, but at the same time.
Case point.
A little bit of an opening shot from Texture. But also
they actually take a lot of space on this one. There's a gun down, which you would imagine they can't get, but Ash is pretty close. Ash picks up the gun.
So pretty good for Gen G, farming orbs, getting a kill or two on a plant.
And a Bulldog.
Is this a hard retake? Yeah, it might be. No real util. We got double Yoru flash.
Ash gonna have to be a little bit careful though. Placing down the star is gonna be a gravity well, but unfortunately with the Stinger, Cess will be able to close in the distance. Zinx now playing as tight as possible, but unfortunately it might not be enough. He actually does manage to take another player down. But no weapons found just yet. Yeah,
that was unlucky, man. They did good damage here.
Unfortunately, so Akame again with the finishing kill with DFM up 2-0.
There's a lot of good damage that comes.
They did really good damage.
To be completely honest with you, 2 Bulldogs transitioning into the next round for DFM. See how much stock they put back in towards a buyout, perhaps. As Gen G again farming the orbs, getting the plants, getting some kills in here as well. Albeit not the round counts, it'll give you a little bit of confidence early on the stage, you would hope. As they will move into their first buy-up now and see what this double dive does look like, right? When we think about what
Red underscore ninja with the prime as well. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Interesting.
A duelist role as well for a new roster. How much pressure is on his shoulders, but how much freedom does
the
he
bonus,
have up his sleeve as
got
well
2 bandits into this one. 2 bandits, 1 Bucky.
DRX Academy to tier 1, that is quite a leap, but still.
You got a second layer behind it though. It's unlucky. This makes a lot of sense though.
Swinging out left. Now off to the rest of the team, but it's Akame able to
I did really good here.
Keeps things very interesting here, doesn't it?
The whole push makes a lot of sense, right? You got a Whaley that can go back, got a Yoru that can go back here as well. So taking the space that you've made from going aggro, very good. I kind of want to see other teams do this a lot more often when they play these two. You can go so aggro on defense.
These situations can always go either way, even if it is lesser weaponry for DFM, so you have to make sure you're calling correctly.
Turn the stream volume up slightly, sure.
That's what it comes down to. The calls. You have options. 40 seconds to go.
Okay, it should be a little better now.
Available.
Yeah, I think for me, for DFM, though, you just gamble this stackers 3 towards the A site, right? If they come into you, brilliant. If they don't, you just try and challenge out for the retake. You lost a little bit too much in the previous round. You do have access to the Hunter's Fury, though, for Akame in the next one. And I'm seeing 20 seconds on the clock. I'm seeing a pivot up through mid towards the A site now for
15 seconds.
GENG.
The problem is the time's so low that these guys literally have to run.
10 seconds.
And then they're gonna know.
Quite nervous about this, Komodo, but so far so good as Karen will be able to swing out through the top alongside his team. Now on towards Texture, down against me.
That's unlucky.
GENG have managed to
not a
strike
convincing round from GENG though.
That he
That's a
doesn't
scary
die there.
round.
That Bucky should have probably finished him off, but
that's a scary, scary round.
Yeah, unlucky for me that it doesn't. Around on the board for GENG now. And see if this game is going to be kept a lot more interesting with some backwards and forwards affairs, perhaps unlike our previous one that was ultimately just a lot of rounds in a row consistently for both teams.
Yeah, we saw those timeouts from before as well. Still early days for this one.
Visi with the prime, thank you for the 3 months, dude. Thank you, thank you.
For the crowd
okay, something more decisive maybe for GENG on this one.
Alt point from B4, it's going to be Dimensional Drift straight into sight. Alongside Waylay, just a bit.
Recon at the back.
Making his presence known.
Yeah.
I mean, they're saving their trip again down towards spawn. They use Astra like the Senti, and then they
this time. A lot more access to
just use the Veto to win the afterplant.
Early scouting for now. Alongside the clone and everything as well, but that interceptor. That, yeah, a little bit pesky. No pop flashes, but they still managed to go for the swing. Shot's not found. Crossfire broken apart. Texture still manages to steal away 2 though. But nonetheless, it will be numbers now for DFM.
Star's too far away, right?
Star's
too far away.
As he looks to click on heads.
Yeah. Dude, I was looking at the minimap. I was thinking, man, this star looks pretty far. And it's pretty impressive from DFM to just read that. They looked at the star instantly and just stuck the spike as well.
To be able to get a couple of cheeky kills at the back there as well. And you're looking at that intercept for buying you 9-10 seconds. I noticed is that it did zap the blindside that Yaska tried to throw out just as it was falling out of time. So that one was a little bit rough for them. Allows Texture to get away with a little bit of mockery on the round. But for me, I think one of the problematic positions as well, if I'm really paying attention to utility, is at the end, Ash's star was not at the right place to gravity well suck them off the spike. It was actually missed. So I need to see that fixed up for later.
Full eco pretty much, couple of sheriffs.
Tiny details to keep our eyes on. But once again for GENG to try to break through or at least apply pressure down into this A site.
Always a powerful position getting a scoped weapon on this open line. Texture really low in HP as well, down to 5. As Lakia is going to be the first one that finished off. It's just the lesser weaponry for GENG, of course, in towards this round. That is a nice shot.
Lesser weaponry or not, still got to watch out for some of these guys. But, well, it is a new DFM.
Bait out the chokehold. Draw out the interceptor as well, see if he can sell a little bit more of a fake towards this B side.
Smoke goes down over towards A though, but they just spot the spike.
Frolic on the veto is going to just note that nobody else is there. And it's an easy cleanup, you'd assume, for the rest of DFM.
That's really funny. Okay, dude, and they got a nice ult for this as well. Even though they're up against a couple of ults themselves.
Of course, maybe
nice ults.
Some movements from GENG as well.
What does it look like now for GENG? Right?
GENG looking like Sen.
Yeah,
it could be similar vibes.
I really don't think that
I mean, they didn't lose as much as Sen, but they definitely lost an important piece.
But we know that DFM are also okay going for fights.
Losing Munchkin is an important piece. Okay, GENG set strat, late recon split over towards A. It's nice from DFM, they go super aggro and just kind of mess it up.
As they will TP and refract out. Zinx for the opener though onto Akame. We're just charging ahead.
Yeah, There's the gap.
Oh, they're good to get one after he hit this all. Wow, man, Karen's done unbelievable. And he TP'd away. Dude, I love this TP that people are doing over towards A. TP in this corner, that when they get into trouble, they can just bail out over towards middle. It's so nice.
The headshot angles, but unfortunately falls to Texture. Now it's on to Cess. He spots them. He knows they're there, but
I mean, this is an incredible round from Karen, really.
With that, the round will go to GENG through eliminations.
Hey, investment of conversion pass as well for Singston there. Does go 1-for-1 in the end with a nice headshot to come on through in a little bit of a delayed trade there by Mate. All in all, though, GENG getting into the site where they necessarily needed to. And, well, even in the scenario where Cess finds a kill, perhaps the trades would have been there, you'd assume, too. Very needed round for GENG to get back on towards the board and maybe find some comfortable footing.
Okay, big round, money's low.
They are choosing in this series.
Money's still pretty low from GENG as well. I need 2 of them in this.
Have joined us when this
Definitely looks like they're going much faster. Recon goes over towards middle, so you'd imagine this TP gets shot by the Vito that can then TP away.
Spend utility outside of A right now, just TPing away as well.
Yeah, your drone pretty deep
Deep
into
drone plays over towards A, but the Yoru had it. So with that information, and once they realize they got middle to B clear, they insta-group up towards A. They know it should be a lot weaker.
Actually over towards the danger side of B.
Smoke goes deep over towards middle to create pressure.
Mid for DFM.
DFM got to clear it with 4, kind of 3-ish.
Silently walking towards A.
The DFM are insanely proactive right now.
How much do you get away with? Because there's no refract, there's only the light speed.
Maybe the saturate, if you can toss
Should be a really good servo.
But not enough. Only the 1 kill.
Gorgeous.
Enough for the Hunter Fury to come out, in fact.
Because the saturate still had a little bit of activation on that one. So nicely done from Akame. It's a 3 versus 3 scenario.
Dude, look at them, insta-re-clear of Ace, they're fast behind. Problem is, Trip is weak and see no one here, but they still have to clear over towards side, so they might get it kind of early.
You've got the Evolution that gets popped, you've got the Cosmic Divide too, but they're kind of insurance policies to get into the site, not in a post position. So we'll have to see how GENG do look to play the hold structure now, as it is a 3-player flank to come through from DFM.
Yeah. Maybe hoping for more HP regen, but otherwise working around this Cosmic Divide for now. Alerted to the positions from before thanks to the little chokehold.
And Cess can drop his Cosmic
Divide
too.
It took a lot of space.
Oh, that's where things get interesting.
Good to note that GENG were kind of expecting some flank behind as well, so they didn't plant in the corner, they planted a little more open so you can see it from the spawn. It's a great Astro.
Off with the swings, the trade somewhat
found. DFM, man. DFM. Did you see how proactive they were on their defense? It was kind of nuts.
With that wall there as well. You
always understand
that you gotta find the timing.
They had info over towards B, re-cleared middle, aggro at the beginning over towards A. Once they saw pressure over towards A, 3-person group, insta-re-clear towards A once it was pushed off from them.
Very nicely navigated there for DFM as well. Some good timing and a situation that could have got the better of them, right? What if the Hunter's Fury wasn't pulled by Akame there to get the trade? You've got a bit of an advantage for GENG where you can reset and play some numbers. So there's always these small percentages that come out in the moments that can definitely turn these
seeing from them, they look nice.
3 versus 3, yeah. DFM will come away with it. So 5-2 scenario now in this map number 1 between DFM and GENG, and it's
Mini actually on DFM does look a little like that. The stuff's really cool. They're using the Waylay Yoru very well as well, like very well. They're so proactive, man.
Dips in performances here and there throughout last year.
And they're mixing it up as well.
You know, with the additions to this year, the performance throughout the off-season, Kickoff might have been better, but DFM, wow.
Yeah, I mean, we had, you know, some questions thrown out there to all the players in Pacific for this kickoff right now. It's which team do you, you know, watch out for the most?
That'd be cool if we had a good Japanese team this year. This would be nice.
RRQ, which is relevant because the winner of this series goes against RRQ next. No DFMs whatsoever, right? No one's really phased by DFM at the moment, but I think there is a lot of people out there that are overlooking them. There's a lot more potential that we can see from DFM at the moment, and a lot more just caliber in the Japanese
super team, which player are you picking up from Zeta to DFM? And I'm picking up their content creator, man. I'm picking up Laz, no doubt about it.
My questions were, how much does change with a new coach coming in? Is it still the Maze show, or is it really more of the team dispersed for a lot of the roles at the moment? And I'm already kind of seeing the latter, which is giving really good confidence for me for DFM.
It's a welcome sight, we'll say that for now, but at the same time, GENG
Wow.
off the timeout, look to go into the rip. It's Texture with Dimensional Drift, but May finds an answer as well, instantly traded. Zinx now chiming in. More trades as Ash follows through, and that's the site being taken upon by GENG.
Now it is the Riddle Order members to see if they can establish a bit of a retake at the moment. 2 versus 3.
Oh, that timing is
Kaide
outrageous.
caught with knife out.
Time to jump.
Which does leave Yatsuka alone.
Yeah, it might just be about damage on this one, mate.
Some utility.
You just feel it's a bit too difficult though, don't you?
We'd like
Ash
to
is still
see
alive,
Ash
so
put a
there's
star
Bradwell
down,
that can
just
come on
purely
towards the
because
spike in a
of that
bit.
other run that
Texture.
happens.
I mean, look, he's got clone, 2 flashes, 2 TPs.
Maybe
he's
he doesn't
only
want to put the
drifted
stars
and
down.
come out and got a kill. There's
save
just so
him.
much here for GENG to come in. You got the Shockies, you got a recon that may very well even come online during this post plan, but it doesn't really matter because in the grand
Does he
scheme of
take his
things,
TP?
Yatsuka is just trying to run out of there, running a marathon, and he's got GENG trying to chase him a
Went to
little
fake
bit.
clone
but
it.
it's
I
not
thought
gonna happen.
for a second he
done
was
on the back
going
of
for it.
their
I
own
wonder if he was
timeout,
like
ramping
baiting
up
his
the pace
teammate.
a bit quicker in towards that A site.
That's
They'll keep things, you would hope, nice and competitive.
We'll take those. I was just chuckling to myself because Texture, as he whiffed the exit kill, he took his hand off the mouse or keyboard. A little moment. Always love the personality.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Texture highlights of him just reacting and putting his head in his hands and doing all of his movements on the cameras. There we go. Yep. we're probably going to be able to like have multiple
Hey,
minutes of just
GENG,
clips of him.
force
at the
him
end of the
down
year.
to an
Multiple.
eco,
Compilation.
and
Yeah,
Texture should
gorgeous.
clean this
Up
up.
through mid though right now, lots of DFM bodies to potentially hit the floor, unless Texture overstays his welcome and then dies.
Oh
Not.
boy.
He's the man with the snipers, but here they go. Quick with the swing, some additional cover coming through from Ash and Lakia. This is GENG. They've laid out the traps, and now they've sprung.
Lakia's on the board in the eco round, the anti-eco.
Why have we said it like
Cracking
that?
eggs. But at the same time for DFM, I mean, what are they looking for?
In this round, some kills.
Fingers crossed. But GENG are backing off.
Again, Abyss not really played for these guys, right? Last year, stretching all the way back to the beginning. In fact, the last time
Yeah,
DFM
I mean,
technically
picking,
played,
I
it was
was
against
going to say the
GENG,
right
and they
side, but
lost.
either
They
side of
lost
these is good.
6-13, but benefit of the doubt, new year, new agents, new style, new players.
Mirror comp,
Like here's an IGL, yeah.
30 seconds left.
it's
It's a
still
big test for him.
still is relatively early, but as far as this round goes,
Yeah, this is nice. It's going to make
I don't
next
know,
round a lot easier.
Oh, it's just trying to see what damage you can do on the side of DFM, isn't it? And it's good to see that Zinx gets the priority of the plant to get the convergent pass in towards the next round. And, well, we just commit the unthinkable for the tail end of that one as well. No more ulti orbs to be given over.
Yeah, I didn't want to give him like an
And we'll go
Astro or
again.
something.
Another round needed for GENG as they are knocking on that door to try and tie it up.
it's very lovely and wholesome, unthinkable play. Akame just went and did finger hearts to the camera as he fell off. But of course, as you pointed out from before, you know, they do this for good reason. But it is also GENG just opening things up successfully.
Unprofessional, so
Texture now 13
unprofessional.
up at 5.
GENG just going with
See if
faster
this is an
strats at the
angle for
moment.
GENG to use that
This group
convergent
and
pass in towards the site as well.
DFM
May
just
is
did
at
a
the
mid
right side to
push.
be able
It
to
failed
maybe
so
even throw
badly
his
that it
own back.
will work
Gotta
again.
remember that Charon doesn't have evolution to be able to fight through that.
Okay, no
Kaide
matter what, they
does,
find the
right?
TP on
It
this
is
one.
gonna be
Damn,
May who
way
does drop his own
way
pass,
late ult
however,
with the
there,
V2
and
that's
the
pushing
push
through
in
middle.
from Kaide, where I mentioned it.
Holy
What
nice
a
shots,
gorgeous
bro.
set of headshots to come from
Yeah,
him.
this last one's the
Can't
most
quite
impressive. It
get-
was the guy that wasn't hit by
I'll call
any
it the clip
util.
at the end for the hungry 4K, maybe the ace
Dude,
as well, but
GENG
you would
were not
assume
expecting
that
the
that's
same thing
damage
twice,
done
the push
in
down
the
towards
rounds
middle.
to not see an equalization.
Just perfect. Whole
It's a
convergent
bold
paths
strat,
into the
man. I had no
taps.
one pushing
We've
here.
wanted
It's
more,
all
but
for the Vito that's
nonetheless, we'll see
getting
if
set
this
up.
GENG duo will be able to pick things up. Roll swaps here and there for these two.
Well, in this sort of position, you kind of just, as a DFM fan or a DFM player in this, you're just hoping that you don't falter. You don't give an opportunity to Ash and Charon to be able to bring this back.
Shouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
Spikes down. Everything's known.
You'll hear the crosscut.
I have the spike.
You'll see what you can do. 30 seconds to go. You're kind of okay if they're only at the bottom side of B main.
Takes Sylvan to
Either they're
TP,
making
they
a full
take the
run
damage.
rotation with minimal time, and eventually
As we can see though,
someone
DFM
cheat
have
to rotate back over
over-rotated.
towards
So
A.
Yeah,
Recon goes over towards A, they can start taking a bit of this space, but honestly,
we know from
pretty much everything past this line is a question mark.
Run in towards A and get this plant.
An insanely doable 2v4.
DFM will just go for the retake if they beat them to it, which it looks like they will. So post-plant scenario now. How much do DFM potentially lose in this retake, or is there an opportunity that GENG can pull this one out?
Oh, they can definitely win
time
this.
starts to become a bit of an issue
Ash gets
depending on how long DFM takes.
Probably not going to win this one.
Huge scenario for
Doesn't
GENG
really
to
help
win
them
this
out too much.
That's right. Bottom line, 4v2.
DFM not messing about.
These duels and you need to win some of them. Especially with
Oh
drift
boy,
going through.
your ult to try and make sure that this doesn't happen.
Once again, just cracks 2 skulls. Ash onto another. May answers back.
Ash might get tested with his Astra Sack. You got a star, mate. You got a star, mate. You got a star. You're an Astra.
It's going to be so damn close, and he's got it.
Bro.
He saves the face.
DFM.
Bros don't fake.
We'll stick this.
May
extra second.
May lost his buddies.
2 times rounds where I'm not using my Astra great.
I got worried.
Astra sucking
I got worried in that 4 versus 2. How much would GENG get back? How much were they going to be able to make that one plausible? Oh, it looks so damn comfy.
Oh, crispy. God.
Huh, he went into ult back.
Take a breath.
Let them speak for themselves.
Reset. Yeah, that one. What could have been for GENG?
Somewhat heartbreaking, but they do have the economy to buy back up. But look at this.
They win the rounds, but with not many surviving, so they all go for an eco. We got triple Bucky coming out. And they at least set up the other Bucky with the space that they made at the beginning. And we get a Bucky kill in spawn. Is our first kill. Crazy, man, this game.
Just for GENG to try to re-clear that space.
No matter what, it's a good half for DFM, even if it goes 6-6.
As well, right? Just a couple of charges away from that one.
Oh, they're going to give it to Lakia.
Yeah, 2 rounds to go. Will Lakia have enough in terms of plants and orb farming and kills to get it? They're going to try and maximize it here. Get the orb at A, go towards B. He can get the plant. So there's a real possibility he can get it for the next
stacking the right side. Stacking the right side with double Bucky. This pulls with a Bucky is unbelievable.
Will happen if they continue to waltz in towards this stack.
Has the option to get out of there as well.
Yeah, that's where I get worried.
Okay, well, it's a Cosmic Divide for now.
30 seconds left.
Little nebulas here and there for Cess to poke
mate,
around.
Tuck in the whole time.
He will be able to collect onto one. Akame,
the whole team banked you so well.
Unfortunately, that will be that. GENG will still be able to right this ship. 6-5, trying to climb back up.
Well, speaking of climbing up, trying to jump up.
That's one of those situations where he didn't want to be called a beta. Obviously, his team's not going to call him a beta, but he didn't want to look like he was baiting. But that is the best situation to bait right there. They see 2 over towards site. They're probably not expecting the stack. They know where the 2 are. We got a guy that can run back through the Astra ult to the other side to delay.
Feels like that's an avenue for GENG that they are prioritizing to maybe get into a post.
Sophia, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate the 15 months. Thank you for that. Dude, they look at it. Every single round they do something aggro at the beginning. Comes through, spots the info.
He's just going to get out of mid. No one offering up their head on a silver platter for him.
Evolution already popped as well. This is really early.
Yeah, well, it lasts the whole round, right? So there's kind of no point in not popping it.
Just an off shot for now.
This Yoru TP for if they do like a waylay ult.
Sending in the drone up through mid,
you wait for the waylay ult and then you TP into it.
Rotating towards this
Maybe.
B site. You get a bit of a feeling with the shuffling around the map at the moment from DFM. And you got all this veto utility still around the side as well. So we'll see what Kaide is going to be able to do here as the rest of his squad starts to come up towards this site as well. This is just going to be another big old brawl towards this B site where you're hoping that Zinx does put in the pass to kind of lay
Texas
the way
had 2 chances.
It should. Oh, but unfortunately doesn't really connect onto much. Not anything at all. May has afforded 1 kill because of that. The rest of the team coming in to mop up as well. Ash, the lone lurker left. He's been playing this position the past few
Damn,
rounds.
DFM look kinda
quick to draw to it.
DFM look kinda
7-5
nice,
at the
man.
end
This
of
is a
the first
great
half for
half from
DFM.
them.
That's just very destructive.
Very,
for that
very
moment,
nice
isn't it,
half.
from DFM.
That looked horrible
When
to
they
play against.
recognize that GENG have all gone towards the B site, you kind of get the idea. If you don't get picked up in the conversion pass, you're going to be able to shoot. You're going to be able to dance around this site and hold all of your angles, and it's just really strong and sharp shots to come out from all of the DFM guys there in that round. 7-5. Good effort from both teams, I will say. A couple of opportunities that could have gone the other ways from where we were seeing, but if you're DFM, you're absolutely happy with how that
this is a nice team right here.
This new squadron, and if you're GENG
really good
on
start.
your own map pick, I wonder is 5 enough for them?
That's a really good question, Komodo. I do have to wonder.
FNS raid? Wait, what happened? I thought he was watching every single game.
This is a little bit worrying. I mean,
he's restarting.
Very, cautious and slow-paced
Is his
tempo,
PC or
but
his
at the same
internet
time
still?
for DFM to be able
Always
to walk
used to
away
have
with some
crazy
of these
internet.
kills, right? May rushing in with a Bucky, or just even the
his
conversion
internet
pass,
still?
Not quite landing in the
Dude,
spots
they
that
must
we
have
wanted to.
they must have business lines
I mean,
in
I think back towards
Canada, surely.
the off-season for the Invitational as well, right? GENG Paper X's game.
Demon
This
subbing in
was
for
the map
Oxy,
that
yeah.
GENG did take off Paper
Makes the
X
most sense.
in that grand final.
It's a good
it was
pickup.
the opener. 13-5.
Good chance for
was the
Demon
scoreline
1,
in
man.
that one. A very
He talks a lot, so
destructive
let's see if he
attacking
can
side. Great start.
back it up.
So I wonder now for GENG, that was their attacking side. They only got 5, right? It was 8-4 at the half from memory that they came out with against Paper Rex on their attack. So not enough here. If you're trying to echo that statement. But they did stuff on the defensive side as well to close, right?
You must
so,
prove it.
So maybe we'll
Dude, if
see
you
that
talk
if
as
they
much of
can,
that, you have to prove
look
it,
to do
in my opinion.
some good closing out here now on the defensive side on this map, but they've got to do a bit more.
Yeah, more is always what you would want. Oh, already kicking things off with
yeah, early warning call though, and now they're just going to get caught out with no weapons in their hands, or you would assume it's Kaede.
I'm confused as to what some of the other players are doing there, but they've been absolutely bailed out.
Just awareness to what your
GENG tried
opponents
to
might
go a
do with
little
double duelist
aggro, do
composition,
something
right?
similar to what DFM are doing.
Now, even with fake info, the clone making a
It
lot
didn't
of
look
noise.
great.
The rest of
It
the
was
team backing and
essentially
peeling
just
off.
one
It's 5 versus 3 at the end of
and
the
then
day.
one.
If you regroup together as DFM, you just call the numbers in towards the site somewhere.
Watching DFM, there's a lot of util. There's a good amount of them
on
together.
this map at the moment as well. Very spread. GENG doesn't give a
GENG's
lot
looking
of
different.
confidence.
Yeah, man.
You
They
need
lost
to
a lot
see,
with the
you know,
IGL going,
a
and then
falling over
it
moment
feels like
from-
they
from
made matters
DFM,
worse
not
by just
shooting
changing
back
up some of the
against
roles.
Astra at the A
I
side,
think
which
Ash looks
will now get
really
backed up by
uncomfy on the
Larkia.
Astra.
10 seconds on the
Like, I think he
dart,
looked really
so he's just going to have
uncomfy.
to have good crosshair placement here.
For at least a couple here and there.
It's a great clip. That's a great clip, man.
My jaw is on the floor.
Bear in
I'm talking
mind,
about
when
good
you watch
crosshair
this clip
placement.
back, there was no
Larkia
Astra
perhaps, but it's
util.
Ash. He just plants
The guy
his
can still
feet like
shoot.
that,
The guy can
comes
still
away with
shoot.
the 4K.
Crazy. Crazy
Crazy.
clip right there.
Call him so
Shit.
because that was clean. And that's the pistol round right off the rip for GENG.
In my defense, he missed an Astra sack on the spike and they never did one after. Didn't even put one down.
For DFM.
But, I mean, he can aim, bro.
No, it is not. 1, 2, 3.
That's so clean, dude.
Absolutely disgusting. A different scenario if the saturate does
So
hit its mark,
clean.
by the way. But
Oh,
hey,
man.
it doesn't.
Flo's going to have a great...
Ash is just catching them all.
Flo's going to have a great
Very
clip.
nicely done.
YouTube, that's for sure.
For all that we were thinking tactically,
Yeah,
maybe
man.
not the best positions.
That was
But
nuts.
you know, things happen, and now you've got the guns. A full squad online on A site.
Yeah, texture the money
Hey,
man
well,
as
they needed a hero.
Arm up those ecos
They
with
got
the
it.
Marshal. See if it's going to happen though right now, because you're expecting a bit of a smoke fade bust out to come through from DFM.
Ooh.
Well, straight on through. Saturate's been
Whoa.
spent as well. Ah, that one's painful. Right
Oh,
on
boy.
the races,
Hey,
though.
you think
Guys?
that one's painful, Quack? You think those aren't? More classics doing the job.
Belika.
4 versus 2 now.
And the whole team's on site. That's exactly what DFM is going to do. They have the space. They can play with these guns. And GENG are in for a rude awakening, even with the Phantom loss. It's just Texture left. Moneyman no longer.
Yeah, I did say he's the one that had to farm up the frags, right? So let's see. 1,
It's
2.
still possible, but he's so low now. Oh, and Yatsuka's pretty far away. Spike. Oh.
It only takes 1 shot though to seal the deal.
Just run and
Heard
gun
him.
it. That's all you.
He heard him.
Holding our breaths as Yatsuka tries to mind game his way out of this one. Eats one to the chest. A slight
Damn,
wallbang, but
dude,
now
that's
the
such a
angle
rough
held
round
in
for them to
position.
lose.
Thrifty
Who's this guy
out
that sent
for
into the
DFM.
smoke? What are we doing?
They answer back, don't they? Just like we saw at the beginning on Split from Varel and Global Esports, where the latter team got away with the Thrifty in the second. That is a crazy and criminal to come out from DFM. The Classics getting the job done. I actually thought that the Traces coming out of the chokehold would have incentivized maybe a bit more sprays in towards the smoke, but it's just a jump in towards the smoke where you get Classic'd out of Oblivion. That is a round for DFM that they had no business in winning, but they do come away with.
Off to the next round now. You're really starting to feel the loss of it. Just trying to work around
There's
the
a
off
stack
angles.
here though. Spike is leaning over towards it. The good news is the Spike has the
or not here in the open
Spike has drones.
misses the shots, gets out of there. There's a bit of good steadiness from DFM.
Dude, the two pickups are doing really nice aim-wise.
Around the map.
Like if they win this, it's going to be an incredible game for this team.
You alright?
Because May is honestly kind of only making space.
They're always entertaining, I will say.
He's not really doing much, which is fine. But like that's his role on this
okay, a little bit of
agent.
support coming through from Caron
But
now.
it's a big win for the team.
The Classics as well here.
A lot of smokes to maybe trying to play sneaky beaky around, but no, that's not going to quite do that against full armor, is it?
No, and everybody's aware that this smoke is a dirty position as well, though you look away at the mere millisecond as a car, mate.
Dude, why couldn't he have done that when I said he's looking uncomfy on Astra?
Flawless in nature for DFM as we now get into the meat
Instead
and potatoes of this second half. The buy will come through for GENG.
Really makes them think as to how they want to play around this defensive side as well. Past few rounds now, suffered heavy losses.
That's not how it works though, okay.
Not to mention Texture, who might not have been having the best time of his life on this Yoru. But here we go.
Okay, we get a buy v
it's
buy.
Been a scenario where this isn't the 2024 GENG, right? We have to think
Good
that they
amount of
now
ults
are
on
a
this
different
one.
squad that needs to be
If they
doing
wanna
different
just
things. Losing
set
Meteor,
around it
losing
with an ult.
Munchkin, changing of
Smoke
IGL,
of
changing
middle,
of styles,
double block of vision,
changing of roles
drone
for
on the
players
right,
as well.
and then walk
But
on the left.
what doesn't
Dude,
change is some sort of consistency.
Kinda
Texture for a
incredible
double,
from Texture. Waits
for
for
a
the
good
drone
opener
to
before being
end
traded
and
out.
then
So it
just
gives you some good
swings it.
options for GENG on this defensive now to try and inch a little bit closer back into this map.
Always take those. Star players will always give star performances, but right now DFM not out of the fight.
And Ash playing a different angle this time as well, right? Not deep on towards the site itself, around a little bit of cover. See if he can get one or two individually here. Oh,
No, Interceptor's right there. Some added cover. The rest of the team will be able to break through.
and in this 3 versus
Keep an
3
eye
as
on
well,
the-
Yardstick
keep an eye on
can
the flank
dimensional
behind,
drift a little
but
bit early because he's low in
expecting
HP.
it.
Use himself as a bit
Yeah,
of
they
a
need they need
information
some kind
gathering
of
spot, but
space,
they're
so
not
they use the
really
Yoru ult.
aware of this flank at the moment,
It's a
or
shame
are
he didn't
they?
look behind there.
I
He would
can
have
see by
seen
the radar
the
that Kaide
Sova.
is watching it from the crossover.
Just kind of clearing out the back ends, holding the angles, luring GENG in. Trying to go in simultaneously, perhaps 3 separate angles. But does DFM have a reaction? Yes, they do.
On 30
Yatsuka,
HP.
the firepower is here, Komodo. Lakia has
My
no
guy
choice
on
but to back
30
off.
HP.
I mean, he was the one that was low in HP, wasn't he? So
Repositions
he's
over
done
towards
a
here, goes back
sensational
to
amount of
side,
damage
takes the
to
timing once he
gather
realized this guy
those
wasn't
kills
past the
and
angle.
convert.
Goes to a better pause and
DFM
he's
onto round number
melted 2
10
of
on
them.
the tally. Nicely placed out from them
I mean,
as well,
look,
and even
man,
Kaide
he's
just very
7 to
focused on that flank
13.
potential to come through from Caron.
And they're
Really scared him away,
10-6 up,
didn't it?
and it looks
Attention
great.
away from where Yatsuka was playing. GENG starting to feel a little bit worried for them on their map pick now.
Oh man,
Not too much
God, it
of a
was almost free
situation where
there.
you can get in with a buy, and if you drop in the next round, well, that's 11 for DFM. You don't give yourself a lot of rope to make mistakes for the map. Timeout now exercised by DFM. Sorry, by GENG.
Definitely a needed one.
Riddle players? I mean, they're doing incredible,
Would be a bit of a
man.
question mark if DFM had thrown that in. But, you know, given how things have gone...
DFM aren't the team that's going to drop a timeout and all stand up.
How did GE look really good? Varro looked really rough, though.
Get some entertainment value.
That was like part of it also. GE looked good.
You know
I still think they're going to get wrecked by
when,
Paper
the
X.
walkouts were actually happening.
But in terms of like game plan and comp,
hands
it was
down.
perfect.
Hands down. I don't think anyone has got the better of him in Pacific. They both should have given him a run for the money.
The game's worth rewatching.
Don't get me wrong. Does Cruz dance?
Yeah.
I don't think it was too. I don't think it was too bad a game, man.
True.
If you have time.
Let's Cruz, Akame, dance off on the stage. Let's see.
And then we throw Komodo in there.
No. I've got 2 left feet, mate. That ain't happening.
He's got some moves.
No.
He's being humble.
The FNS Raid 3.0. What's going on over there?
That ain't happening.
Surely this guy spams enough ads that he can get a business line.
Lakia and Zinx, I really want to see them get a little bit more activated on this
mate,
defensive side
buy
as well.
a business line. You're killing me.
Come out on the back of the drone, the
You're over it?
get
mate,
aggro,
buy
get
a
the fight
business
happening.
line.
This is what you
I'm
want to
telling
see.
you,
Texture
dude.
in for the first one. Unfortunately for Zinx, he gets
I know they have that technology
Out of the smoke, DFM
in
are
Canada.
just so quick to react to it, instantly aware of the situation. They come in and cover their spots.
And it feels like Kaede just has magnetic bullets through the smoke at the moment. Can't see anybody, but they're connecting to the face of the opponents. And just as quick as that,
it's been a year, man.
In a 4 versus 2, looking to find
It's been a year. We've got
11
the same issues.
and force GENG into a really sticky spot on this map.
Yeah,
I mean, GENG are going all in next round, and it's a must-win.
It's not quite there. Just carrying with the judge now.
Do I have a business line here? Mate, we don't have that technology in Iceland, man. That's the infrastructure's not there. That's not on me. He lives in a
otherwise wouldn't happen.
lives in a country that is ahead on that technology.
Might be lurking around, and it's not really too much, is it? Yatska finds Ash, and now it's just Charon, noted by the chokehold.
Uh-oh.
You just need to make sure that you don't give him a massive duel up close and personal, because he'll give you a good kiss with that judge.
Should be able to, but you got players
all
over
here we
the
go.
place.
GENG called the timeout for this one.
Closer towards
And
that coveted
this is
map
DFM.
Point. It would be very good for them if they're able to come away with
May
the
bottom
series. I know
fragging.
that's a little bit further on in this one right now because we're only in map number 1. But if you look back to the history for this team, right? 2024, they played 12 series, they won 2 of them. 2025, they played 15 series, they won 5 of them. They made playoffs. So we're getting a good little journey on the up for DFM.
A really good sign. It's a really good sign.
And I'm looking like and I'm hoping like it's going to keep on going.
The trends, the charts are charting. They're moving upwards. We like this. This is good return on investment.
And if it's exponentially so, then we're getting DFM on the international side. And I think
let's
that
see.
Paper
FNS, by the way, thank you for the raid. Didn't mean to disflame you.
Going to lose his marbles if that happens.
I appreciate you, man. Hopefully you can sort it out soon.
Right now, but you know, we'll keep that in view. We'll circle back to it at some point. Right now, it's just going to be Ash holding the angles. Texture, unfortunately, going down.
Dude, Ash is...
Quick rotations coming through
Ash
from
is a
GENG.
little in trouble. Karen's
here before the team gets there. Doesn't need Charon will meet with him and a little bit behind Zinx as well, but they really need to start to take the fights to DFM if, and I say if they
this is a hard round for them to cancel, though. They got no info.
They're going to fall on back for now.
They know that no one is past this line.
Exposed.
That's it.
What's the reaction, the reply from GENG going to be?
As taking the space, as getting a little bit of information of have they actually relinquished control of this position? Do we feel like they are indeed moving to the other side of the map? And that's why you see Lakia bring out the drone in towards main. Zinx finds Yatska. Charon falls elsewhere.
They're waiting for the re-aggro.
So we're still in a balanced state at the moment, but with 30 seconds to go.
3v3, 30 seconds, 2 on site. I mean, GENG should be fine. 2 on site here. Ash could definitely use an Astra ult here, but again, I don't think he looks comfy on that Astra. He's just going to hit another 3k probably.
That is good value for GENG. Trying to play around the smokes now as well. Silent hops towards the top, but Cess managing to steal yet another. Ash with 3 under his belt and 10 seconds left to hold on to.
Prime Zywoo when I say he doesn't look comfy on the agent.
Reinforcements are arriving. Cess is running out of time. And the pressure is on GENG. Will be able to walk away with another round, 1 more kill. They're still
one of the worst wins you can
game.
get, though. He does save the op, and it's 4 people going down.
That they don't see DFM get to 12, because that's where the pressure really is put on their shoulders, isn't it?
4Ks both rounds have flamed him. Yeah, I know.
Buying and the re-clearing of the space and just staying,
if I do it every round,
a little
or
bit
just
slightly ahead of DFM.
Just have the most insane game possible.
It would have been a brave duel for Ash to take had there been more members already a little bit closer towards the site. Imagine a world in which Kaede actually removed him from the equation there. There's an opportunity for DFM to get in towards the site. So a couple of really important duels going GenG's way there.
Okay,
Now
DFM
hold on.
having enough to straight up set strat on this one. Probably with the Euro ult, they did something very similar earlier.
But is it going to be outrageously fast behind
Picking the right side on this one.
Yatska
Not going for anything crazy, no gaps in these, just free sight, get the plant down.
Not too much. It's an open sight. Just a Cosmic Divide, a possible pop out from Lakia.
Oh, he's got to be aware of this one though. Surely the flash and Kaida just knows. He knows exactly how to play
Bit of
that
space
one
for them to
with
both
his
go
teammate
up,
in May.
flash through.
Now you've got the tower control as DFM, and you've got to consider for GenG, how much time do you spend to try and
they got to go
into this
really
retake before
fast
you
because
call it?
Astra Star's down
you don't
as
got
well.
credits
They
for
got
next
some
round
good
if this
delay
one
on this.
gets lost.
Astra ult
So
back,
clean,
only
right?
2 over
DFM
towards
covering all
site.
their
Oh,
bases.
they might
GenG
own this.
putting everything that they've got into this one. It's an all-in play with Karen.
Can't get hit by the E2 and then ult. That's kind of sick.
No,
boss man.
A generational whiff.
Okay, you know that you can at least Astra suck off the timing here. Ah, dude, everyone's missing there. Oh no, it's because he's a veto. Yeah, dude, the
It
veto
doesn't
is just
matter, you're
insane.
evolved as Charon there. You don't take shock dart damage. They put the right player on the defuse
Veto,
there.
I'm pretty sure he got hit by the saturate, ulted,
I mean, there's just so much going
lost
on,
the
right?
effect, and then just popped the whole round.
They're not going to take damage. Maybe the evolved player isn't
Just
on the
actual
defuse.
veto value.
Too much going on.
Yeah, he did, right?
Do come
It's
out
hit
with
by
a
the
good
saturate.
retake. I got a little bit worried when the
That's
evolution
actually
was
pretty good
popped
tech.
and he didn't go for the double swing, but hey, it works out at the end for GenG. They will hold on. 8-11 is going to draw DFM's first time out for the map out now.
Okay. Now we get some dances. Now I'm just kidding. We're not. We're 2 rounds away.
Wait, is that what the ult's
possibly
called?
closing
Evolution?
out GenG's map pick.
And we're 2 rounds away from GenG potentially knocking on that door and really making
Veto
DFM
value.
question.
It was
And they
probably the
close
best
out
ult we've
this
seen
map
so
that
far.
they, for more often than not, have felt in control.
Actually, the recon one we had earlier was pretty cool. We got scammed by the recon on purpose. That was pretty sick. It's a hard ult to play against, man. I will say the DFM kind of messed up a little bit. They played like 3 over towards side against the Astra ult. You're probably going to have 4 on side there. I don't mind the Astra being on the other side of the wall. But
making some of these plays.
I think it's important to recognize, though, that they are going for the plays as well, right? And they're not just waiting for things to happen.
Pacific really have veto down. Yeah, I mean, they're all using it on this map.
For example, the May show, everyone's trying to activate him. You've got a lot more pieces to the puzzle right now. You got a lot more that you can do. I mean, I look at this one. May's at the bottom.
DFM's money's still pretty good. They can get a buy after this as well.
Like, literally ever.
Oh boy.
Karen Judge close.
Here we go. You know what? They still have
So
the
a
guns,
little 1-for-1.
but slowly
There is no help
Karen
anywhere
jumps
close.
over
My
the
Euro
Judge.
TP is here. We've got no strong
On
sides.
this side, on high alert.
Oh.
Ash stunned up, but quickly refracted back.
Oh, what can Ash do on the top of this site, though, when this Nebula eventually does fade on down?
Such a strong position.
He did pretty
spots out
good.
at least one, but also exposed. DFM starting to find the angles. Convergent paths coming back through, though. And that's just May giving his team added cover. Texture.
Ooh, it's a big miss.
What a shot, but it just
Here we go,
punches
Lakia,
through.
mate.
Not the kill. It's
Whoa.
onto Lakia.
Dude, he dinked him as he was
of
going back or
Valorant.
something.
He
That was
tosses out
wild.
the shock dart, trying to play the positions, but Seth
Okay, 4 goes
has
at it, man.
an
4
angle.
goes to just end
I was
this.
looking at the
Money
timing
is
in that moment as
absolutely
well
in the
for,
bin.
for
3
Lakia
people
and
have
for Texture in that
awful
2
money.
versus 3. You got a dart that you haven't
What do
used
they
the
all
whole
buy?
round. You got a drone that you haven't used, and you just deploy that as your teammate looks to come out through the stairs with that operator. They get the leg, but I feel like the timing is a little bit missed from GenG there. Are you droning to clear first, and then he peeks on the ping, or are you swinging together to potentially, you know, play it a little bit better in that scenario? They go for a little bit of a mismatch of it, so it's fine. They opted
They
to do
managed to
something.
get, man. Okay,
But
maybe
now
they
that
had a
that one
drop
has
here. We
not
got a
worked out,
Bucky, a
Black,
Stinger.
You're
Lucky
facing
as
4
well.
map points, so DFM is sitting pretty. GenG have a Stinger and a Bucky.
For the Gen G
behind
fans
the
as
rest
well,
of the
this is
primary
your map.
rifles.
So not
You're
going
feeling
great.
a little bit pressured on your own map pick right now. This is not the first display that GenG wanted to put up.
Definitely not.
Dude, it's going to take a while for Gen G to get good, I'm pretty sure.
Trying to work around the positions, a little bit starved for information as DFM are hanging back.
You got loads of
There's a
players that
drone
look
up through
uncomfy on their
middle as
roles.
well to get Karen a little bit more forward. But as him and Zinx do hang around, what are they really playing for at the moment? GenG need to come over towards this A site, but Yatska just obliterates Texture's face. Yeah, there's a trade, but you've seceded a lot of this control, and also the spike. Someone has forgotten that.
Well, it doesn't matter if DFM
Dude,
just
that's it,
continues
right?
to mop up kills. a bit of a Hail Mary approach from GENG in this potential final round. Unfortunately, not fully paying off. Some slight ults
veto
do
lock,
connect, but
and they just kind of
DFM,
cleared
look at
middle.
this, starting to run circles around it. They
Wait, it's
managed to
popped
bring
him
the
through
spike
smoke,
back
by the
on
way.
over. A fake tap reveals Zinx's position. And where is Ash?
Yeah, he's still on the other side of the map. He doesn't have a weapon, by the way. He's only got the classic, so he's looking for a bit of an upgrade. He'll find the Vandal, but you've lost Zinx to Cess, who's got a 3K in this round. And Ash, I think the curtains are definitely starting to close on this map of Abyss.
You're pretty much sure dropping those curtains already. 1v4, all the angles marked. It's a last-ditch effort,
what a map from DFM.
Amount to much. It's DFM.
Dude, their defense was so nice, though. Their defense was so nice on
very
this.
clean from them.
They've been working hard on this one.
Well,
dude, they had a map where May was just doing like fearless waylay stuff. Didn't frag too heavy. Obviously, the impact was there in terms of space and stuff made.
You know, what one might argue was a small change coming in for DFM, but I actually think it's a pretty large